checking to see if I'm okay to get on a little gravel.
This bridge was in the last of the Mohicans.
Really? If I dump it, I'm gonna blame him. Uh-oh, little angry dogs. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Motoramblings. I'm Patrick. Today, I am going to be riding Big Red. I'm going to go take a ride with my buddy Geoffrey, and I'll tell you a little bit about him as the day goes on. But I wanted to show you something. It's going to be a cold day. Right now, the temperature is supposedly 26. All right, folks, well, I just fueled up. Geoffrey's over there getting his bike ready. He's fueling up. Check the thermometer on the way here. We're at 37 degrees, but I'm nice and comfortable. The heated glove liners are working great. And, of course, I got all this gear on. Now we're gonna say hello to Geoffrey on his Voyager.
Isn't it funny? The beard company that I get all my stuff from.
Yeah.
They made a limited edition scent called Voyager.
Geoffrey is up there ahead of me. We are actually heading to the Biltmore Estate today. Geoffrey works at the Biltmore Estate. All right, guys, we stopped here for just a second because Geoffrey was pointing that bridge out. Why?
This bridge was in the last of the Mohicans.
Really?
And they really only take one shot of it. You only see it in one shot when they're all traveling, and then that's the only one. But this bridge is famous for the last of the Mohicans.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. I never knew that.
Yep. They must have set up a camera over there and just like took a picture of it, and it looked pretty.
Now I'm going to have to watch the movie again.
I'm going to watch the movie and look for the bridge.
Yes. All right, now we're going to drive over the bridge that was in the last of the Mohicans. Now, I had known that they filmed a bunch of that movie down by Chimney Rock, which of course got devastated by the storms. But I did not know that they filmed any of the last of the Mohicans here in the Biltmore Estate. If I remember correctly, we are going to loop around the back side of the Biltmore Estate itself, see some of the outbuildings they have. But there is also a pretty decent chance we might see a bunch of deer out here. It's like riding through a miniature version of the wildlife loop out in South Dakota. Except you can't see forever around here. So yeah, we're heading up to Antler Hill and Village. There's a hotel and of course the estate itself. Antler Hill Village is a fairly recent addition to Biltmore Estate, just to attract more people, more tourists, give them more to do when they are here. It got some shops, some interactive exhibits. It's a pretty cool place. It's kind of funny, they got that spot there, which, you know, I think a little kid would kind of like the Antler Hill Village, at least some parts of it. You can take pictures on some old tractors and that kind of thing. But the rest of the estate really be super boring for a kid. Now, we used to bring Mitchell here and we'd ride our bicycles, and there's trails that go all around through here that you can ride your bikes. And he kind of enjoyed that, but even then he got a little bored with it. Yep, Geoffrey is stopping. Let's see what he's got to say.
Are you okay to go on some gravel?
Sure.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I'll move that out of the way so I can put my foot down. Checking to see if I'm okay to get on a little gravel. I sure hope so. If I dump it, I'm going to blame him. But again, there's bicycle trails all through here. Years and years ago, when Mitchell was still little, we brought our bicycles out here, and yeah, it was fun.
Down a really, really steep hill and all that stuff. Really, really steep.
We used to have a season pass, so we would try to come here as often as we could. I remember walking through this little grove of river cane. You can go in there and kind of hide out. Pretty neat. Honestly, I didn't even know you could take motorized vehicles down here. For some reason. And the pond. Very, very cool. Now, of course, during the storms, this was all underwater. There's the river there that you've heard so much about, flooding everything. Of course, Biltmore Estate being privately owned and all that. Look at Geoffrey standing up. Biltmore Estate being all privately owned, they have their own landscaping people, and I'm sure that the reason that this looks as good as it does is because they did all the work in here, cleaned it up, because, well, it is a tourist spot, so you want it to be pretty for the tourists. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Look at the Biltmore.
That's a gorgeous picture.
It really is. That's.
When we weren't busy in November, I would come over here and park our company vehicle here and have my lunch and just look at the cows.
What a perfect spot for lunch. I love it.
So, anyways, I just didn't know if you wanted a picture or anything. So.
Well, I'm kind of doing that with the camera right now. I can take some freeze frames off of it.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That is the backside of the Biltmore Estate. I don't know if you heard, Geoffrey said that during the month of November, when it wasn't real busy or anything, he would stop right where we were, right there. That's where he would come and take his lunch break. Oh, little angry dogs. Ooh, we even got a little mud. Wow, check it out. Very, very nice. All right, we're gonna cruise around here some more. Check out some more of the sights along the way. The inn on Biltmore Estate. There's a glimpse of it. Glimpse of what the view must be like in some of those rooms. Of course, I've never stayed there. Never really had an occasion to, being that I live so close. And somehow I think it's a little more than I'd be willing to pay for a room in a place where I already live. But we're going to make our approach. Geoffrey's going to see if we can't park up close, and if not, then we're going to go to the parking lot and we're going to go take a walk inside the inn. Again, he knows all these people. This is his place of employment. I think I'll leave the camera on for a bit as we approach. More walking trails, biking trails, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, there it is, although you probably can't see it because of the glare. Alright, so I'm gonna park over next to Geoffrey, see what he has to say, see if we can park here. Nice. Look at the inn behind me.
Yeah. And then once we go down to the right, then you'll have a kind of a better view of the mountains too.
Yeah, that's beautiful too there.
I watch the sunrise here quite a bit.
Oh, I bet it's awesome.
Yeah.
So you watch the sunrise, and you've probably been here during sunsets,
Well, sunsets
which means you work too much.
I work too much, yeah. Sunrise is there, which I'll catch, and then there have been days when I've caught the sunset on this side afterwards because it gets darker earlier.
I remember I did a couple of videos when I was at work where, yes, I would see the sunrise while I'm delivering packages, and the sunset when I'm delivering packages.
Isn't that weird?
Yep. Very cool. Now the river's down there, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. We have fire pits down there.
Oh yeah. Now I'm guessing fairly expensive to stay here.
In the off season, it can be $400 to $500 a night. Right now, everything's probably $800 above.
Wow.
I mean, people are easily spending $900 a night here right now.
And when you say the off season, what's the off season?
Like January through March,
Okay.
August, September,
Okay.
those kinds of things. Once it's like October, November, December are the big ones, and then we're starting April when we have Biltmore blooms, when things start coming back. Then we'll have it goes back in and kind of go into the summer season too.
Now we're heading out of the Biltmore Estate and head out into Biltmore Village, and then from there we're probably going to go try to get some lunch. But this road in and out of the Biltmore Estate, you know, of course it's slow speed, but it is fun. It's got a lot of bends and twists, all kinds of fun. Well, it's been a great day. Geoffrey and I are just kind of meandering through the day. Went through the Biltmore, got to see that for the first time in a long time. Really enjoyed that. Of course, hanging out with Geoffrey is great. We're now heading back to Blue Mountain Pizza. Grab some lunch or something to eat. Not 100% sure I'll be able to get with Geoffrey as far as talking about history of the Biltmore. Maybe we can do a little bit at some point, but I know Blue Mountain Pizza is very loud in there, so won't be able to talk to him there while we're eating, which I don't usually run a camera while I'm eating anyway. Gross. But you can see we're running through some more, you know, another area that is still recuperating from the storms. So anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Of course, by the time you see this, it'll be the new year, so Happy New Year, everyone. I hope y'all can stay well, stay safe. Most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motoramblings out. See ya!